In 2025, I did something what most people tell you not to do. I quit my job, took a break from the 9 to 5 routine, and went full on creative as a solopreneur and experimenter. So here's what actually happened. I had all these ideas and possibilities in my mind, and I had all these creative avenues I wanted to explore. So I decided to take a leap of faith and embark on an adventurous journey of content creation, writing, acting, music, travel, moving to another city, social and cold approaches, and a whole bunch of other side projects. It wasn't that my job was evil or something, but it just wasn't where my creative energy wanted to live. So, in January last year, I took the plunge. Mustering all my courage, I walked up to my boss's cabin and I looked him in the eye and said, I quit. Yeah, it wasn't that dramatic. I just told him, like a normal, sane person, I swear, that I am putting in my papers. And then a delightful period of employment without stress started. They call it the notice period. And so I began writing even at work now that nobody cared. So I was already writing on this platform called Medium, and so I continued publishing over there and increasing my frequency. I focused more on humor, satire, and fiction as I was enjoying writing these genres, and they received a lot of love from readers as well. And yeah, so Valentine's Day may have been spent single, but at least I wrote my heart out and got some audience love. And all this prolific writing on the platform also earned kudos from my writing mentor Anangsha, who also has a YouTube channel, by the way. You can check it out. I'm gonna link it wherever I'm supposed to link it here. Um yeah, and she gave me the confidence to march forward, and she said she really believed in my potential, and I should really give my art a go and see where it takes me. Yep, so that's what I did. And speaking of YouTube channel, I revived my own YouTube channel by posting my second video. The first one was posted 4 years ago. Don't tell anyone that. So, yeah, and yep, that's the channel you're watching right now. So, there I was, creating on Medium, on YouTube, and my last day at work came. I sent a cliched, warm goodbye email and sent it to all the big corporate people, and I bid adios, and off I was on an adventure. So I was free to roam the world, free to slay dragons. Until, of course, I came back down to earth and faced some realities. You see, while I was free, I was also anxious about the uncertainty of what lay ahead, because I was on this pathless path, as my friend likes to call it, deviating from what I was supposed to do, uh, which in hindsight was actually a very good thing for me as an INFP, because I was leaning more into that auxiliary NE and letting it lead the way into jumping into the unknown and exploring new stuff. Yeah, so as I mentioned, the initial leap phase was like I started exploring YouTube shorts. I started posting on LinkedIn, on Substack. I put a pen art on Instagram, And so why was I doing all this? I had a goal of uh, creating or performing 100 content pieces throughout the year on different online and offline platforms. Now, the negative thought spirals about the future and all still lingered a bit, but I put on a brave face, this face, yeah, and continued my creation journey. On YouTube, I experimented with different genres like satirical vlogs, comedy, monologues, talking head videos on like personality psychology and personal development and self discovery and stuff. And I continued writing on Medium. A lot of good stories. One got viral, leading to a massive increase in followers and dollars. Yeah, I even started getting some affiliate program invitations. And so, yeah, those things were going quite well until I got into what I call the messy middle. So, the messy middle started with me getting distracted by a few other projects, like an old writing coach of mine, who had I had first learned content writing. Started this new program for helping some oddball creatives like me start a micro business on the side. But then it was not really my cup of tea, so I decided to come back to my main focus areas. Uh, Another distraction I went into was make money with AI course, and I wasted some time on it before bringing myself back to track. Uh, this whole AI hype continued to be a big headache even last year, just like the previous years. I mean, you probably know all those people on the internet yelling, everything will be dead except AI. So drop everything and start sleeping and shitting with AI. Yeah, it took me a while to realize that many of these voices felt similar to that crypto hype crowd from a few years ago. You know, who were kind of yelling similar things like being loud and and almost always trying to sell something, tapping into our FOMO. So, yeah, once this realization kicked in, I found my footing again. So, yeah, amidst all these distractions, some good things also happened. Like, I got a script writing project for a theater play. Now, that happened when I commented on LinkedIn on one of my friend's posts. By the way, it was the same friend who calls the Pathless Path. So she wrote a post on sitcoms, and I commented on it saying how I would love to write a screenplay like that of The Office someday. Which is true, by the way, because The Office is one of my favorite sitcoms. And she revealed that she had a friend who was interested in directing a play and was looking for writers. So she hooked us up, and boom, some kick ass writer director discussions happened, and I landed the project. And this was also the time I decided to move to a different city for a change of routine. My NE was also like leading me to it, and I chose to go to Bangalore, and I was like, yep, I'm going to do it. I even posted a YouTube video here on that. And yep, so I moved to the new city, Bangalore, and found a decent place to stay there. And I continue to do my creative experiments, even explore new avenues like comedy clubs. I performed karaoke at a cafe with a couple of new friends. So, yeah, I explored music too. And I went to a park, met a community of artists gathering there. I drew Batman, Archie, and Jughead. Uh, yeah, they were not together. I mean, Batman was on one page and Archie and Jughead were together on the other. I mean, in case you were wondering. Uh, yeah. And my acting class was also going on. This was level 2 of a class I had enrolled in the previous year. So at one point, I was juggling content creation on Medium and YouTube, my acting classes, the script writing project, um, all the social and cold approaches I was practicing on the streets, and maybe exploring a couple of other side projects, all the while grappling with some financial uncertainty. So, yep, that was a lot. But it was also quite intentional because 2025 for me was about exploring and having breadth, in alignment with leading with my NE. And that led to something amazing in November, which also happens to be my birthday month. So the timing couldn't have been more perfect. Could it be more perfect? Yeah, as Chandler Bing would ask. Yep, I like Friends also. So anyway, as I was saying, November gifted me with something. So it was in the form of clarity. So all these new explorations and experiences I was doing kind of gave me real world data to help me understand my convictions and values in new contexts, and even confirm or refine some of them. So, in terms of cognitive functions, what actually happened was that all my NE work led to helping my FI calibrate and have more clarity on what my highest values, aspirations, and strengths were. So I would say there was a big plus that happened at the end of November last year. And during this time, I also came back to my hometown because I was getting broke and couldn't afford to live in Bangalore anymore. So, yep, I came back. I had a good birthday. I even posted a pic on my Instagram with the caption like stepping into main character energy, which was so aligned with everything I did during this year and the clarity I finally had going into the new year. And so that was what happened. But there is one more thing I want to mention in this video. Toward the end of the year, I started. I worried whether I hadn't achieved much. Funny how the mind works, right? And there was a reason for that. Because at the beginning of the year, I had set 4 goals for myself. So one of them I already mentioned was like 100 content pieces published or performed across various platforms, and I managed to do 70, around 70 of them. So while on the surface it may seem like I didn't meet my target, but on a more directional sense, you could say I achieved what I desired, because those 70 pieces uh, helped me explore different avenues, experiment with a few monetization options, and helped me understand about myself, my natural rhythms and preferences, and the outlets that called to me the most. Yeah, and then I another goal I had was to do like 100 social and cold approaches. So I managed to do around 60, and those 60 approaches led to having dates, making new friends, exploring new communities. Yeah, so even that led to satisfying a directional outcome. Yeah, and then the other two were like physique and monetization goals, which I didn't meet. But yeah, that's okay. It was just too much to ask for with all the all the crazy wild happenings I had. So considering all this, my strategy for 2026 is to have directional goals instead of like specific measurable goals for the entire year. So if I'm considering by the end of 2026 where I want to be, it will be more of a directional outcome. I like to call them quest. So yeah, and then if I'm setting specific measurable goals, I would rather do it only for the first quarter, like for 3 months, because that sounds easier to me. That also gives me a tangible outcome to aim for at the end of 3 months, while also giving room for improvising after those 3 months, which I think as an INFP type works the best for me. Um, yeah, so I've done that this year. I've set directional quests. I've set my first 3 month goals, like where I want to be at the end of March. And of course, leaving enough room for exploration and random joy outside of those time blocks. So, yep, I am feeling good about it. Yep. So, I hope you kind of got something out of this video. Yeah, mostly not, and it might have come across as me just rambling, just kind of a documentation of my life, which is not the way I intended. I just wanted to show you a true picture of what it's like to quit a 9 to 5 and then go on a creative solopreneurial journey like I did, and even like how I set goals and how I'm tweaking it for the new year. And yep, you could actually maybe find that interesting, I hope. So anyway, that's it from me in this video. Thanks a lot if you've watched it till the end. You are a gem of a person, and I hope you have a great 2026. See ya.